Hey everybody, welcome back. Mike here at MH Tutorials. Well guys, today we are going to model sandbags. Sandbags like you would see in a battlefield scene used by the army and so forth. Okay, so let's get started with that. We're going to start with the initial shape. So we're going to go into our polygons menu and we're going to take a polycube and we're going to drag that out to roughly the shape rectangular shape of a sandbag, something like this, right? Don't make it too wide because typically they are long and narrow. Maybe we can just bring it in just a little like that, all right? Hit 5 for shaded mode. And then we're going to go to our polycube 1 tab and we're going to add some subdivision, actually quite a bit. Let's do 25 in the width. Let's do 5 in height and 25 in depth. All right. So, doesn't look anything like a sandbag yet, but hang on, we'll get there. We're going to select our object. We're going to go to our End Dynamics menu. We're going to go to End Mesh, create End Cloth. There we go. And now that we have that created, we are going to apply a material to it. Okay, so we're going to right click, assign new material. Let's go with a Lambert. Go to our checkered box here next to the color. Select File, and where to go? Let's try that again. Assign new material, Lambert, checkered box, File. That's weird. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, and I found an image something like this cloth. All right. So we're going to open that. We're going to hit our checker box. Let's see what it looks like. We're going to select this guy. We're going to go up to back to our polygons menu, create UVs, automatic mapping. Let's check that out. Go to edit UVs, UV texture editor. We're going to right click, go to UVs, drag, select the entire thing. We're going to hit R. We're going to scale that out. And let's hit W and move that a little bit. And this looks okay. All right, let's minimize that. So now that we got that part, let's apply a bump map to it while we're at it. Okay, so for that, I'm going to open Photoshop, File, Open. I'm going to look for my cloth. Where do you go? Here, cloth material, Open. I'm going to go up to Image, Adjustments, and let's see, where do we go? Black and white. That's fine. Oh, sorry. Image adjustments. Black and white. Okay. And image adjustments, brightness and contrast. And we're going to increase the contrast quite a bit. And let's level out the brightness. That looks about right. We're going to go to File, Save As, Cloth BM. Let's save that. Okay. We're going to go back to our scene. We're going to select our object here. Let's go to Window, Render Editors, Hypershade. We're going to middle mouse click and drag our laminate material down here. Okay, and then we are going to select File, drag that out here. We're going to middle mouse click and drag to our Lambert 3, release and select bump map. We're going to minimize that. We're going to click on this bump map black checker box here. Select the file folder. Select our cloth BM. Okay, let's just check this out. We'll just go to our render settings here. We're going to go to mental array. Just going to create some physical sun and sky so we can at least see something. And let's give this a quick test render. Okay, well, the light is way too bright, but you can see that the bump map itself looks okay. We'll just give it another sec. Okay, you can adjust the depth if you think it's a bit too much, but for now it looks all right. Okay, so now that we got that, let's focus on our object here. So we got our object. We're going to go and turn this into something that looks more like a sandbag. All right. So we're going to go to our nucleus. We're going to go to ground plane and select use plane, so that our sandbag is, on a floor, if you will. And then we are going to go to our end cloth shape 1, go to your pressure tab, and let's set this pressure to 0.75, and we'll increase our frames to 2000. And let's just simply hit play. All right. And as you can see, this is starting to look like a sandbag. Now we can tweak this a little bit. We can bring it down, which will give us pretty much something that's empty. And we can actually bump this up to 2, or maybe even more than that. Let's say 5. And at this point, doesn't look anything like that yet. So 0.75, we'll bring that back. That looks about right. So stop, go back to your start frame, hit play. Okay, have it bounce 1 or 2 times and hit stop. Okay, now what you're going to do next, and I'll explain why. Maybe we'll bring it back down just a little. We're going to stack these up in a wall, and you don't want these all to look identical, right? Because that looks fake, okay? So with this at 0.75, we stopped our simulation. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate that, which gives us a copy of the sandbag in this situation, okay? So then we're going to hit play again and stop again. So this one is slightly different. So we're going to hit Control D, and we're going to move that one out. And we're going to repeat that a few times. And maybe even we can bring down the pressure just a little. So let's say 0.5, and we'll stop, Control D, move that one over, hit play again, Control D. You kind of get the idea, okay? We'll do one more, let's say 0.9, go back to our start, hit play. We'll take that one, Control D, move that out, hit play, stop, Control D, move that one out, and then take our original end cloth and go up to Edit, Delete by Type, History. So now when you hit play, it's not going to change anymore, okay? So now that we got these, we're going to start with your initial stacking of the wall, if you will, okay? So we're going to go to our top view, And we're just simply going to take these and bring them in until they are in line with each other. Okay. And again, they're sandbags, so don't get them too neat. And we're going to start to stack these. Hit E, rotate that a little. Take that one, hit W, move that over. Take that one, bring that up. Bring it over a bit, hit E. Let's see what we got so far. Not sure how many we had. Just hit 4 for RFA mode, something like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this a few times. So let's take these two, Control D, hit W, move them over. We'll select these three, Control D, move them over. All right, we'll just get rid of that one. We'll take the whole thing, Control D, move that up, and kind of move it in a way that it's not, exactly in line, because that will make it look a bit fake. Just take these two. So this gives us an initial stack. Now to give it a slightly better feel to it, we're going to select everything, Control D, and we're going to move that back and move that out, which will give us this situation here. Okay, so now you can take the whole thing, hit Control D, kind of move that over. See what we got here. And we'll just clean that up a little. Okay, so let's take this guy, Control D, fill in that gap there, hit E and rotate it a little bit. And we'll do one in the back as well. Control D. Okay, so back to our checkered box here. Okay, we can do a couple of things now. Let's say we want to have a backdrop for this, okay? And I'll just throw in a quick image here. So what we'll do is we'll take a plane, hit E, rotate that by -90, hit W, push that back here, and let's right click, assign new material. Yeah, let's do Lambert. Click on our checkered box next to the color, file, hit my folder, and I think I got a file here somewhere. Yeah, there you go, explosion. Okay. Now that always looks neat. We'll just have to rotate it to -180, and we'll just pull that up. which kind of gives you something like this, okay? Now, just before we conclude this, let's say you have the sandbags created, but you want them to be in a circle, okay? Drag select all of them, go up to Mesh and Combine. We are going to, and actually this will create a fairly small circle. I'm going to set up a circle with these, or a semicircle, maybe even better. And so I have them selected, Mesh Combine, go to your Animation tab, create deformers, Nonlinear, and Bend. Now we want our bend handle to be in line, so hit E, rotate that down until we're at -90. And now we're going to go to our bend tab and start to curve that, but we don't want that to curve up, so Control Z, let's rotate that as well to -90, back to our bend handle, and that looks better. All right, now like I said, semicircle, I mean this is too small, so we'll do something, yeah, let's do this. All right, that looks pretty cool. Drag select the whole deal, edit, delete by type, history, and now we're all good. So if we just check out our scene so far, take that guy, pull him down a little bit. Actually, okay, we'll do a, let's see, physical sun and sky, we got that one. We'll set up global illumination, we'll keep final gathering on. Actually, we'll set up the quality while we're at it, about 1.5. We'll change the common tab to about 720. Then we will hit 7 on our keyboard to get a sense of what the sunlight's doing. And we'll go to Window, Outliner, look for our sun, sun direction. There we are. We're going to hit E. Let's start to rotate that sun. And that should have an effect, but for some reason it is not. Let's try that again. Sun direction. Let's see, Window, Outliner, Sun. It's probably inside an object. That's the problem. So we're going to pull that up so we can see it a bit better. And I'll just scale this up. It's not going to have an effect on the light, but at least I can see what's going on, right? And now, yeah, you can see there's a difference on the bags when you turn the sun, okay? So let's do this, okay? We are going to click on this box here. Let's see, sun shape, we got that. We're going to bring down the intensity. So let's do 0.5 and let's change this color to yellowish, approximately this here, okay? Okay, let's get into our scene here. We are going to click on our resolution gate. Let's give this a quick render and see what happens. Okay. It's a bit light, but we can just tweak that quickly. So what we'll do is we'll bring the intensity back to 0.2. Let's see if that has a big effect or not. It's still fairly light. Okay. One thing that we can do is I think just checking some things here. Yeah, we'll rotate that a bit more and rotate that a bit out. And again, it's your personal preference, but whatever you like, okay? So we'll just call this our final render. Yeah, we'll do this. And as always, you can play with these settings until you feel that it meets your needs. You know, typically this is about the method, not necessarily the end result. If I would spend a little bit more time on this, I would kind of get the sandbags a bit closer together so we don't have the big gaps. And I would lower the pressure on the end cloth because they look a little bit stiff, if you will, right? And by bringing down that pressure, you get more a feeling of, an actual sandbag, if you will. Ideally, if you want to make it look absolutely realistic, what you could do is create the end cloth shape, simulate the motion like we did just now, and create an active collider and have each individual sandbag act as an active collider. So they would literally fit together instead of manually stacking them. It's a lot more work, but if you have a very close-up detailed scene, that would definitely improve the quality. For something in a general scene where you want to have this kind of setup somewhere in your scene, I think this is fine. Okay. So if you got any questions about this, let me know. Thank you guys for watching as always, and see you guys next time. Bye.